We are live. Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Happy to be back. Of course.
Yeah. I'm just going to put this link on. I should have done this before, but I'm just going to put it on Twitter. People want to come on, join the.
Join the live. Join the live.
Yeah.
See what everyone in the comments is saying.
So, I haven't seen you for a while, John. You've been on holiday.
Yeah, but I haven't seen you in over a week,
No,
which
is
is
that all it
crazy
is?
for us. I
Yeah.
normally see you at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Right. I'm in. I'm ready. Yeah. How was your holiday?
Yeah, it was great. It was really, really good. Like, it's the first, sort of because of COVID and all that. It's the first lads holiday that we've been on. So yeah, it was great. There was a lot of alcohol.
How many lads? How many lads on the holiday?
12.
Cool. A nightmare to be around.
Messy. It was messy.
Was it?
Yeah. A lot of alcohol, a lot of snowboarding, hungover, and then more alcohol, and then more snowboarding.
Did you? Yeah. I've only skied once, and I really hated it.
Oh.
But I think that's because I was about 40 odd, and I think you've got to do it when you're young. I just felt like a big pile of bones.
I absolutely loved it. It was like one of the best holidays I've ever been on. It was great.
I'm sure Naomi had a little video of me someone was teaching me. I felt really vulnerable. Naomi had a video of me sort of going off. I was like, fucking hell, here we go, Jesus Christ. And then when I watched the video back, I'm going about 0.5 miles per hour. And then
I wasn't I wouldn't say I was one of the better snowboarders in the group, but I was still getting sort of like 15, 17, 20 miles an hour sort of speeds, which is not too bad. Yeah. Well, a lot of my mates were going like 40, 50. Well, like 41 was the top speed we got, I think, on the snowboard. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Did you keep all right?
So I went on holiday, just for some context. I went on holiday for a week, and in that time, Exeter City lost twice on the start of the holiday and at the end of the holiday. So
cards on the table. I'm feeling a bit ill, and we lost 1-0. I can't be asked.
Fair enough, right? That's it then. No, it was. Yeah. Luckily enough, I was abroad, so I got to watch it, but it was relatively painful watch, in all honesty.
Did you watch Charlton as well last week?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Like, firstly, Burton are just a yellow team. There's nothing more than the yellow team. It's like, I don't know who you are, who's playing. Are you just yellow? Get on with it.
Yeah, they've done. They've taken 6 points off us this season, which is quite depressing.
The yellow team.
We were their first 3 points of the season as well at the start of the season. So, yeah, like you said, it was a bit of a toothless performance, wasn't it? Controlled the game, but absolutely no bite whatsoever.
Well, I spent the first half trying to work out I follow out. Oh, I can't. Can I talk about all that? Oh, I don't know if I can. Anyway, yeah. So I missed the first half. I kept seeing like bits and pieces of it. So I settled down for the second half. Oh man.
Do you wish you hadn't?
Pitch was.
Yeah, awful. I think, in my opinion, if I could have it my way, every team in the Football League should have to have a pitch to a certain standard, because that was a disgrace.
Lay into it, John.
I play on better pitches than that on a Sunday.
Yeah.
In the greater Manchester area. So how can Burton Albion not sort out their pitch?
Yeah. I was looking at Jay Stansfield running around on it, and I felt embarrassed. Felt like saying, sorry, Jay. He's used to playing on, sorry, Jay.
And not only that, like the toll it must have on the Burton players' bodies throughout the whole season. Like, playing on those pitches is hard. It's boggy.
Well, no toll. They beat us.
Yeah, well, yeah, but look where they are in the league.
Where are they? I don't want to
Like,
look.
I think they're just outside the relegation zone.
Oh, the yellow team.
The yellow team. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome everybody. Safe Sam's in, and Pete's in,
Morning, Pete.
and Dan Gleesack is in. Get
Morning, Dan.
used to this endless cycle of shit, David.
See, it must be comments like that make you want to continue.
Right.
Come on.
I was thinking this morning, I've only ever supported Man United, and they've always been right up the top of the league, but they've always been in the top sort of 7 or 8. And so even when they're crap, you're kind of like, well, they're probably going for the Europa, or oh, they got a cup run. This is the first time I've been invested in a team where I'm like, I don't know what I'm supporting at the moment. As in, what are we cheering for? What are they playing for? Like, there's nothing to be gained at the moment, it feels like.
Well, yeah, no, I guess you're right to a certain degree, but also like on another level, like we spoke about a minute ago. You know, like you said, 5 good games, and you back where you want to be, and you're putting
I
your
still
silly
think we
tweets
go.
out saying
I still think we. You said a good thing. We're controlling the games.
Yeah, we are.
We're
We could. I
controlling
mean,
them.
no one can say that we didn't control the game yesterday. We were all over them, but
All
just
over them.
absolutely, like you said, toothless, no sort of cutting edge to us, which is
But then the
disappointing. But I
Burton,
think
the yellow
it'll
team
come.
go up the other side, other end.
Absolute dodgy shot from outside the box, dodgy
Oh,
bounce off somebody, and then it falls straight to their unmarked player in the box.
oh.
But what can you do? That is football personified right there.
Yeah, well, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to this. I think we're good. I was looking at Sheffield Wednesday at the top. We were all over them when they came to ours.
Yeah.
What are they doing up there?
Yeah, but
Jesus
again, that's football,
Christ.
isn't it? Anyone in this league can
Yeah,
beat anybody, but that's
yeah.
the frustrating part. Is that yellow team have done it twice this season?
The yellow team. I'm
Bloody
going to write a
yellow
song
team.
called The Yellow Team.
Right, we're also banning the name of that team.
Bloody hell, Spell. Where was the golden child when you need him? Please.
Yeah, that was. Although to be fair, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, he didn't play the golden child, this, that, the other." But in the last 2 games he's played in that I've watched, he's done absolutely nothing. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. He does 2 or 3 things a game where you go, "Wow, I'll
Yeah,
pay,
but
I'll pay good money to watch it every week."
can he do
Couple of
that?
touches.
Can he do that on a Burton Albion pitch? I don't think so. That
I
pitch was
turned,
awful.
I turned to my neighbour, my football league neighbour, like against Charlton. I said, "We've got a championship left-hand side."
Just need to get a middle and right side now.
Well, MC Donald in the middle,
Yeah, what do you think of him?
superb.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
God,
he's exactly the kind of player I'd imagine you would like. That sort of,
it's Gary
sort of
Tubson times
yeah,
10.
literally times 100.
It's Gary Tubson with stuff going on up there, because my Gary Tubson's a bit thick.
Yeah,
He's not.
no.
I feel like he's like the granddaddy of the pitch. It's just like, oh, why is he running there? Oh, don't do that. Oh, bloody hell, that's a crap pass.
He only came on late on yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, is that something to do with the pitch, maybe?
I think it's just to do with he's not played a lot of football, but I think you're right. I think he'll be a good asset, very good asset. He's obviously
Oh,
got it up here
so
for
good.
sure. Yeah. Anyone else stand out
How
for
are
you?
you feeling, John, about, because you said to me just off pod, we've got about 5 games left. I said, no, we've got 18.
Yeah, I said something like, "Yeah, it feels like we've got 10 games left," but when you realise it's double that, you just sort of think, "Oh, anything could happen still." Like
What is going to happen?
I don't know what the maths is, but there is a ridiculous amount of points on the line. If you win every game, you've got 54 points. So
We're going up.
yeah, if we won all 18 games, we would guarantee to be going up. Yes.
Well, my experience of this team is that they can go on a 16 game
Yeah, we did,
unbeaten
didn't we?
run.
When you first
Yeah,
started watching.
yeah. They're a
Yeah.
lovely bunch of guys. In fact, I was looking at them yesterday. I was like, you're completely different from the team I was watching last year.
Yeah, but you don't
Really?
realise that's
I
why when
know.
you were saying, "Oh, these players are coming and going and leaving this, that, the other," you don't realise they all just
No,
mesh into one,
I
and then you
know.
continue to watch.
Yeah.
It's not gonna feel like there's never gonna be drastic 22 players leaving and 22 players coming in.
But it was like, oh, Jay wasn't here. Then now Dimitri Mitchell's here and
But Dimitri
MC
Mitchell feels
Donald.
like your new friend
Oh,
who's
it's
come in
lovely.
and yeah, he's lovely. They're all lovely.
They're a lovely bunch of lads.
Maybe too nice, actually. Maybe that's why we're not, maybe he's a bit more.
MC Donald's not too nice.
Oh, okay.
Nasty.
MC, is that his name now? Is it MC Donald?
That's what my son calls. Yeah.
I'm happy to stick with it.
Yeah. I'll tell you who's very good.
Go on.
This guy. Bear with everyone. Bear with everyone. Well, this guy obviously is very good. But,
Yeah, amazing. Love you, Rob.
this guy here.
Yeah. What did
Really
you think of his
good.
performance?
He was captain yesterday.
Yeah, he was, which is crazy to think, isn't it?
It was a bit. I thought he was tremendous at the back. Really good.
Yeah, I think I saw not quite a few tweets, but I saw a few tweets saying that, wow, what a little signing that looks to be. I think he just needs, again, I mean, it's an absolute shame that Czech went off injured yesterday because he was immense for those first sort of, what did he play? 37 minutes or whatever he played.
Was
Won
he? That was when
every single
I
header.
couldn't. Right.
Won every single header. He was amazing in the air. And
Right.
then obviously that recurring foot injury that he's got is frustrating, but yeah. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm really excited about the players. I mean, I didn't realize how big James Scott was as a striker.
He's
He
like the
came on and he
Terminator.
was like, oh my God, he's like 6'10".
Yeah.
He's massive.
Yeah.
That's
He's huge
exciting.
and he's quick.
I like
He's
big
got a big
players.
barreled chest. He needs a
I'm
little
excited.
nickname.
More than anything, I am absolutely excited to see where this team goes. I love Gary Caldwell. I love everybody. Let's go.
I
Playoffs.
like Gary gives it a little bit on the side of the pitch. I was looking
Yeah.
and he's sort of, I like all that.
Always looking for a bit, isn't he?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'd rather have a manager who's sort of like, get on your face a little boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. Is that a sigh of depression, desperation?
It's a sigh of flipping hell, we're mid-table. Don't know. I genuinely, I'd rather be battling relegation now.
No, what are you on about? Shush.
No, I would. I need a bit of spice in my life on a Saturday. Yeah.
No. You said you don't want us to go back down to League Two. You said I can't watch another season of League Two. You can't even watch another season of League
But
One.
we go down, we can win League Two and come back up again. Lovely.
Oh, just as simple as that. All right then. Would you be happy with that? Would you be happy with relegation from League One, win League Two, relegation from League One, win League Two, over and over again? Because I know probably 95% of the chat would probably disagree with what you've just said.
Well, no, because we'll lose our players. We'll lose MC Donald, and then we will get a Gary Tubbs in, and we're like, God, look at him in the middle of the park.
We used to have MC Donald. Now we got this bloke.
Yeah. And when we spoke to Gary, he said, "Just give me pre-season," didn't he? To do my work. Just give me the pre-season.
Get him into shape.
Get him into shape. This time next year.
I'm happy to write off this season now. I'll leave everyone where they are. Get rid of all the teams. We'll stay there. Happy as Larry. And next season, we'll win it.
This question from Paul Watson. David, are you secretly cheering on Plymouth to the top?
I think your next probably 15 words will have to be chosen very carefully here.
I tell you what I did do. I did look see how they're doing yesterday, and I thought, flip me, they won again. Jesus.
Yeah.
But someone said you're going to enjoy next season because they're going to get dicked.
Yeah, well, you can only hope. But God, the dream, I'd absolutely love to play in the Championship. I would absolutely love it. Imagine that.
What if they keep climbing up though, John? Just keep.
I mean, they can only climb up another division after that. But if they got to the Prem, it'd be devastating. Would be devastating, to be honest. Even the Championship is pretty. I would sooner see them relegated than promoted, obviously. But yeah,
Dan Gleesack says, give him pre-season, get a good squad, then sell them all and repeat.
Christ, this might be the most depressing 15 minutes and 14 seconds to a pod ever. What's James got to come into now?
Let's welcome James to the pod.
Yeah.
He's been on before. He knows it inside out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the My New Football Club pod is James Gill. Hey. We hear you, James.
He's on.
You're on mute.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Lovely little intro.
Just wanted to add that layer of jeopardy.
How are
you?
you
guys doing?
Oh, miserable.
Yeah, just what's the point?
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Isn't it awful how a football team can determine your mental health for a weekend?
Yeah. Well, I've just been away in Bulgaria skiing, James, and I was
all right, bragger.
I was there from Saturday to Saturday, and yeah, my mood was severely jeopardized on both days.
I just feel a bit ill. So on top of that, we've lost to the yellow team 1-0. Whatever.
But you know what? Nothing bad can happen this season. You can't get relegated. You're safe.
No, we can get relegated. We definitely can.
What? How?
There's 18 games left.
We're too good, John. We're too good.
Hang on, you're 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of the teams underneath have got games in hand. But we are too good because we're dominating games, James.
Yeah, you're not getting relegated. And I speak as a Crystal Palace fan who lives his life by always having confidence that there'll be 3 teams worse than us.
Yeah.
Come the end of the season. Oh, hang on. How many get relegated in your division?
4, 9. I think.
4.
4.
No, I mean 4 is punchy, isn't it?
I forget you live with this every year, James, with Crystal Palace.
I always have this mindset. I go into every season and I just have to tell myself there's got to be 3 teams worse than us, and that's not a healthy way to live your life. But,
my dad's the same though. My dad's exactly the same.
Dangerous.
The last season we got promoted second. I remember we got to like 51 points or something. And my dad goes, right, we're safe. Can't get relegated now. No one's ever been relegated on 51 points. And that's his first mindset. Is like, stay up. And then...
Is that your dad?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that. If Crystal Palace were top of the league, I'd be like, well, I mean, we probably won't go down.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, my dad was the same. My dad is exactly the same. He's like, well, we're safe now, so we can't go down. So now we can focus on other things.
Relegation is
yeah, but
horrible.
Exciting.
The anxiety is too. It goes beyond exciting though.
No, he doesn't get it.
It's awful.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't. He never had to be relegated.
Fancy a bit of that, and lovely.
Oh no! I'm defensively folding my arms. I remember getting relegated at Charlton in 2005. Oh, it's proper pit of your stomach gloom, you know.
Is it? What's it like? What's it like when the final whistle blows and you've been relegated? What do you do?
There's actually a moment of, and I swear to God that you have the moment of, well, hang on, there's obviously been some sort of mistake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you still think no, hang on. Can we just double check the other results? And so you're in denial for quite a while, and then when the penny drops, it's. But you know what? You guys were talking about the Championship earlier. And I'm not just saying this. I really enjoyed the Championship. It's a really exciting league, and there is that thing of
rub it in.
There is that feeling of anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, I keep hearing that bloody phrase.
But it's true. But that is absolutely categorically true, and there's something wonderfully exciting about that, rather than the Premier League where the richest team finishes top and the poorest team finishes bottom. Which is why I know I said it last time I was on, but that's why a lot of us want Arsenal to win, because they're not owned by Saudi billionaires, you know?
Listen, this is where we're at, James.
Yeah.
And in fact, someone's just said 40 points was safe last season. Look at us.
Here we go.
Look at us here.
Mate,
38. Beautiful.
I had the exact same feeling this morning. I saw you on 38. The magic number is 40. You're absolutely fine, lads.
Look
I
at
can't
us
believe
there.
anybody is
Suddenly I
looking-
feel lovely.
No, I can't believe anybody's looking at that with content. Look how many points that are games in hand people have on us. Barnsley are 12 points ahead of us, and I've got 2 games in hand.
No, John, mate, you're sitting pretty there.
John, we're Exeter. This is
John,
the best it's
I'd
ever
have a
been,
pina
son.
colada and a cigar out.
This is the best it's ever been, son.
Drink it in.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's a bit of a
John,
depressing.
how do you become a championship team?
I'd quite like that dragged off the screen relatively quickly, actually.
John, what would it take to turn Exeter into a championship team? What are you missing?
That is
That's
one
nice.
hell of a question, isn't it?
That's great. What are we missing?
So I was at Palace yesterday. I went to Palace Brighton, and you guys know me. I'm a positive. I'm not just glass half full, glass half empty. I'm just very grateful to have a glass. And so after the game, I was buzzing. I was like, "That was great!" And every Palace fan was like, "What are you on about? That was horrible." I think we were very lucky to get a point, but I thought it was really exciting. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest,
I'd say at Palace, I'd say we're a good centre back, a top right back, another top midfielder, and the magic thing that we don't have, and that you're not going to say here, every club needs it, and we don't have it, is a proper striker.
Ponytail. Striker.
You know the guy that's going to get you 20 goals a season.
Yeah.
yeah.
They barely exist anymore.
I think the only thing, this is a really bold statement, so just bear with me, but I think the only thing Exeter City are missing right now from being a championship club
Oh,
is
hang on. This is nice. Go on, John.
consistency. I think the players are good enough to play in the championship. I really do believe that.
So that's a mental thing then, isn't it?
I just think when I don't know what it is, but I just don't. We're not. I said to David, the difference between staying up or going up or whatever in this division this season will be consistency, and we can't be losing to teams like Burton with the greatest of respect.
The yellow team.
The yellow team, and that's what's going to get us. We've shown we outclassed the best team in the league at home on our day, but we just can't show it consistently enough.
Are you following the Forest Green Rovers results and their league standing?
I saw
we laying into them again.
No, I'm not laying into them, but I will say this. Imagine being the chairman who, at some stage, it's all hypothetical, it's early days, long way to go, but imagine having to fire Duncan Ferguson.
What's happened then?
No. I'm not saying they're anywhere near that. But I just saw where they are. I saw where they were in the league. I let the mind wander. Imagine that in like a couple of years' time. Oh my God. You'd go in a suit of armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'd drive myself anywhere in a little mini Pope mobile. It wasn't my idea, Duncan.
Yeah.
They were winning.
Did they lose yesterday?
They were winning yesterday till the 89th minute, and they drew.
So you think consistency, John?
Oh yeah, I don't think I know if players like Giovanni and whoever, like the top players in our team, Sam Nombe, Stano, play at the top level.
Look at that.
We'd go up.
Dan
That's
Gleesack
a great
says,
message from
get
Dan
anywhere near the
Gleesack.
championship and we'll get rid of the championship quality players and finish mid-table again. God, this is depressing.
I would happily, I'll say this right now, and I could not say this with more confidence ever. I would so stand by this statement. I'd happily get into the championship and finish mid-table there for the rest of my life.
Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God!
Sound of a lone gunshot going off.
I could not be more. I could not stand by that statement anymore. I would so have that'd be me fulfilled in life. Cheers, thank you. Maybe a couple of seasons where you're pushing for the playoffs, or maybe a few seasons where you're like, "Oh, could get relegated," but no, championship for the rest of my life. I'll be happy as Larry. Cheers.
And Dan's just left yet another message that just says, "Christ."
I'm so happy to take any stick for that comment because it's so true. I'll take the championship.
Look at that. Doug Whitfield says, "Park up in the championship with the handbrake firmly applied." Jesus
Oh, by the way, David and John, can I thank your listeners, because we ended up winning that award that I begged people to vote for.
Yeah, I got all my uni mates to vote.
Oh, that's really thank you to the Exeter family.
Oh, there you go.
I end up with quite a lot of new Twitter followers off the back of these pod appearances.
Yeah.
And then I think people realise that my tweets aren't very interesting and that they don't stick around for long.
What, they leave?
Yeah, but I would leave.
I never think about unfollowing.
Hold on, can we go to the comments, please? Can we go to Stephen Cook's comment?
Here we go.
Thank
completely
you.
Completely agree with John, says Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I think you're right, John. I think we've got a fantastic set of players. You've got MC Donald in the middle. I don't know how long he's staying for. I hope he stays for 2 or 3 years because he's got it. Well, he's got big balls, that kid.
Kid? He's like the same age as you.
Well, he's not. He's 34. I'd love to be MC Donald's age. Do you know him, James?
Who's the best player, David? Who's the best player you've seen play for Exeter in your relatively
what
brief
a question
tenure?
that is. That's a great... There's no way. No, I'm not having it. No.
Technically, that boy has got everything.
Is that your favourite?
His feet.
There's a difference between favourite and best player. He's played 3 times. How can he be the best player?
Potentially, he's the best player.
I like where David heads out. I get carried away.
His feet. Oh,
he
does things other players can't do.
Yeah,
maybe he's got to learn his positional set. You can get taught your positional
What's
set.
his name, David?
The Golden Child.
Thank you. I feel like I know him.
This guy, though, different kind of player.
Yeah.
Massive testicles.
What are we talking like brave warrior type player?
Just knows the game inside out.
Puts his head where other players wouldn't put their feet. One of those kinds of guys.
6'3", experience, played at Fulham, played at Wolves, and he's talking all the time when he comes on.
Leader.
Yeah, he's a leader.
Leader.
This guy, another new player.
David, the previous guy, am I right? The leader, am I right in saying, though, I'm judging a book by its cover, that we've all seen milk turn quicker?
No.
Really?
No. Do you know what? No.
Brilliant.
No. I didn't go, bloody hell, No.
Because usually when you get a player like that, the experienced player, they look like they're dragging a grand piano.
Yeah, but he's 20 minutes ahead of everyone else.
Oh, right, okay.
20 minutes. Blimey, he only played 20 minutes yesterday.
He comes on, ref, blow up now, mate. I've got this.
Honestly, he was doing little passes against Charlton. I was like, there's something about your passes that are just a little bit better than everyone else's. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he releases the ball sort of a second earlier or it's just...
Tom O'Malley was in a press conference with Roger Federer after a match at Wimbledon, and a journalist said to Roger Federer, "Do you see the ball travel slower than other players?" And Roger Federer, quick as a flash, just went, "How would I know?"
Wow. Yeah,
fair.
That's lovely.
Tom O'Malley said in the comments that there's a lot of testes talk, which is true.
Well, there's not. I've only mentioned...
So sorry, David, I interrupted about the veteran. Who was the guy that you then showed briefly?
This guy.
For the audio listeners.
Will Amerson. We got him from Bolton. We are talking centre-back, yet another leader, very cultured on the ball, happy to stick his foot in, and other such cliches.
No, I like it.
He's the Rolls Royce of the team.
Hartridge's for me. He's the Rolls Royce.
No.
Yes, we've got a few injuries at centre-back. So James Tompkins, who's a veteran, had to start. And all the Palace fans before the game were like, bloody Tompkins. Oh, my. What are we doing starting Tompkins? This is going to end badly. Who scored the goal?
Tompkins, was it?
Played like Franco Baresi. Me asking for a full chest tattoo after the match. Sorry, James. Take it all back.
Yeah. I tell you who I always feel like we miss when he's not playing is Pierce Sweeney.
Yeah, Pierce was good yesterday when he came on.
Yeah, he was. He's got a lovely touch. Touch.
Brilliant little player.
You see, hang on. I feel like the positivity.
It's coming
turned.
back. It's lovely.
Coming back.
It's you,
lovely.
James. James has brought back the positivity.
Well, I
It's
just
like an
think,
Antigua on a podcast. Come on, we can do this.
I just think you're right, John. You just need a bit of consistency. Get Gary under their bonnets for the next 6 months.
Getting consistency it's so hard though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the only thing. But look at the top teams. Like I hate to say it, but Plymouth haven't lost in God knows how long, or they only lose one and then win 6 and then lose one or whatever. Sheffield Wednesday are like, even against us, we outplayed them, but still managed to get a point. Those are the kinds of teams that are going to be at the top end of the table.
Why? What have they got that we haven't got?
Well, they've got like 15,000 season ticket holders for starters, so that's like double us what we get a week in season
But
ticket
are their
holders.
players that much better?
Sheffield,
Yeah.
they're such a big club as well, aren't
Yeah,
they? Sheffield
you just
Wednesday.
can't. They're such a big club. They've got relatively rich owners for this.
But are their players better?
Yes, obviously,
they?
because they're at the top.
What, Plymouth's players are better than ours?
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday's players are better than ours. Every team above us, his players are better than ours.
Is it? But John, sometimes a manager can come in and have the existing chess pieces, but just get more out of them.
Yeah. Well,
Or
yeah.
are you factually saying that no, Sheffield Wednesday are just better?
Sheffield Wednesday, every single player, man for man, in Sheffield Wednesday's team is better than ours. 100%.
Right. Fair enough.
Wow.
Maybe
Well,
not the
there's
case
the
with-
team talk for the next match. You're not as good. You're not as good. You're not as good. Now go out there. And be not as good.
But on their day, as a unit and as a group, man for man means nothing.
Barry Banham was a good player. Channel NEM is saying Barry Banham was a good player. Also,
Yeah.
David, are we allowed to ask from Channel NEM what are those on those post-it notes on the pinboard?
You are allowed to ask.
Are you not allowed to say?
No, I can say. Just
Can I guess what it is?
go on.
Is it a storyboard?
Yeah.
There we go. Question answered.
Is it a sitcom?
Sexy, huh?
Sitcom?
It's a sexy movie
You're writing a porno?
with me in the lead.
Tell you what, mate, wouldn't it be brilliant with you in the lead to reboot Confessions of a Window Cleaner?
Yeah.
David as the new Robin Asquith. I'd absolutely love that.
We can't end negatively. If we're going to end negatively, let's come on. Let's end upbeat. Because
This is so new to me. This whole feeling. I've supported Man United. I joined this team. We win that. That's easy. We're doing well at the start of the season.
David,
this is easy.
give me supporting Exeter over supporting Man United any day of the week.
Oh my God, yeah.
I love my Exeter boys. I'm just saying.
But
What
what I
are
mean
you
is,
saying?
enjoy this now. This is so exciting what you're doing.
What?
Supporting Exeter.
Oh, right.
Your podcast.
It's like, what am I doing?
Are you going on Valentine's Day, David, to watch Exeter City versus Shrewsbury? You are?
Yeah. Shit, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Actually, good. Shit. Okay, good moment to remind everyone or tell everyone we're on the Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back at the Shrewsbury game. So if you're at work and you're bored and you're in the office and you want to put us on for a cheeky half hour, we're going to be looking back at the Shrewsbury game and talking about Valentine's Day.
Can you take Naomi to the match as a Valentine's Day treat?
Oh, I'd love to take that. She might be watching now, if you are watching.
If I took my wife to Palace on Valentine's Day on Wednesday morning, I would be single.
Really?
Think so.
Right. I keep saying to Naomi,
Come on.
I keep saying, when the boys are old enough, we should all go as a family, because I think you will learn to love it, my dear. Is this not going to happen?
It's a lovely idea. I think the reality is markedly different.
But Naomi likes watching reality TV shows. So I just think it's a live reality TV show.
Yeah, but those reality TV shows, the best bits are edited. She's got. Imagine this. Imagine what she's going to have to sit through, and that's not a slight on Exeter. That's true of any football team ever. You know, most games are. And I've said this before on the podcast. Most games are absolutely bobbins.
Yeah, but it's 25% games, 75%.
Banter.
It's 25% games, 75% that. In it. It's about the characters and the pasties.
Mate, we went to. Me and a mate went to Palace yesterday. The guy. This is also this side. The guy sat next to my mate on the other side when all the players took the knee. I didn't hear this because I'm applauding taking the knee. All of Selhurst Park applauds taking the knee. The guy next to my mate, stand up.
Yeah.
My mate was like, he said the first 10 minutes of the match, he couldn't concentrate on the football because in his brain he was having an argument with the guy about what on earth.
Yeah, but this is Exeter. We're a lovely family club.
Yeah,
we're warm and cozy
but
and
that
friendly.
is the thing you have to factor in. There are numbskulls at.
Oh yeah,
and the language and all that.
All right, James.
No, but because I want to take my girls, but because in my mind, what you're saying is what I've thought 1,000 times before. Because in my mind, you know, it's the four of us. Yeah, we love football. Oh,
that's what I've got in my head.
Yeah, you know.
But, do you know what I've got in my head?
Is
picnic blankets, Tupperware boxes.
I was going to say picnic blanket with my hand. I was going to say picnic blanket, and then I thought, you're not going to take a picnic blanket to the football. But, but in my mind, it's picnic blanket. It's sunny. The goals are raining in.
Flask of tea.
Both my girls on either side. I love you, Daddy. You know all that.
Homemade flat.
And then the reality is, it's raining. It's 0-0. Someone shouted something horrific. I'm having to cover their ears.
Do you know what? I think someone mentioned it's the Heritage Lounge or nothing. If for Naomi to come, it's duck.
Get yourself in there, then, boy.
What's in the Heritage Lounge?
What isn't there? What isn't there is the real question.
Please, right, take me on a virtual trip to the Heritage Lounge.
Okay, classic door that just opens into a room that holds, I don't know, 100 people. Bar at the end.
Bit more.
Circular tables. Double glazing men in there. Work for double glazing companies called Steve.
Sold.
Yeah, like tradies, like sort of big companies, like builders, like local roofers, tilers, all that kind of stuff.
Hang on a minute, I'm trying to attract Naomi here.
That front door slamming was Naomi leaving you.
Well, technically, it's just
there's roofers, there's tilers.
It's just like corporate members, people that pay a little bit extra to have a little bit of a nicer seat and food and all that stuff. But David proposed to the club that they added a disco floor in there, and that got turned down.
There we go. What's James got?
That was my seat yesterday. Look at that, right on the halfway line.
Wow.
Oh.
Someone's doing all right. Look at that.
Where is that, Jay? Is that Crystal Palace?
That's Selhurst Park.
Right.
It looks so. Is the TV camera on the other side?
God, it looks perfect. That looks perfect, doesn't it? TV camera on the other side, yeah.
No, that's why it looks different. I've never seen it on the telly.
I tell you what, the fans there are absolutely. I think they're the best. They've got to be the best home fans in the Premier League.
Why?
Wow, that is a big.
The noise that they generate is phenomenal.
Really?
They've got these. I say kids. Anyone under my age is a kid. They've got these kids, and they call like the Palace Ultras, or you know.
Yeah, I see them.
They bang this drum, and the way they get the crowd going is phenomenal. The board love them because they know the role that they play, and they do this song. You know, we follow, we follow, we follow, and that's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The 25,000. Whoa!
Did we do that one?
We love you. We love you.
We did a few seasons ago. Yeah. We have done.
When they start singing it, there was a guy sat in front of me, and when they started singing it, he looked over at them and he punched the air as if to say, "I love you, kids," because he knew that the song was coming. You know, it's
yeah.
Oh, I'm really rolling a tear here.
Yeah.
I think. Kids, if you're watching, don't ever change.
I'm going to say something now. I think the Big Bank's been quiet this year.
Who's the big man?
The Big Bank. Who's the big man? The Big Bank.
I thought you meant your number 9 or something.
No, the Big Bank's been quiet, and I think they need to pull their finger out their ass because I think they've been underwhelming.
Right, if there's anyone here that stands on the big bank, you know what to do. Get them going.
Sorry, it's just what
That might
just an
no, David.
observation.
That might be the rocket that they need.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, they're
listen to the
listening
pod?
now. They're like, "Fucking hell, we got to do something more with the drum." David's just said that.
Next home game, they're burning an effigy of David.
This is coming from the man who's physically too scared to go in the big bank.
I'm 48, mate. I've done my big bags. All right.
My dad's
on.
older than you are, and he goes
What
in
are
the
you
big bank.
Would you do a podcast from the big bank?
No.
Why not?
Huh?
That was a
You're
quick.
gonna
To be
hear
fair, that was a
anything.
quick no.
Yeah. Oh,
David
because
wouldn't even stand in the big bank, let alone record a pod from there.
I just think they need to be louder. They need to be supporting the team, even if we're 1-0 down, 2-0 down. Forget the score. Get behind the guys. Make a bloody noise, and let's win. Oh.
Palace fans
James
wouldn't
wasn't
even be
even
the top
listening.
5 fans
Wasn't
for noise
even
in the
listening.
country. What are you talking? Channel NEM. I've loved every comment you've made. That one is that is scandalous.
Palace fans wouldn't even be in the top 5 fans for noise.
No,
in the
they
country.
definitely are.
I think you know what? Genuinely, I think other Premier League fans would disagree with that comment. I think other Premier League fans would say Palace number 1.
Latoya's put a nice comment in there at the end. I think you should probably pop that one up, David, for yourself. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not. If you go in the big bank, you're there to make a noise. Surely.
No.
If you go in
I
my
think-
if you go in my part of the
no,
ground, you're there
no.
to have lovely homemade flapjacks.
I think you should live by a saying, which is don't tell other people to do something you wouldn't do.
Tell you what, John Beer,
It would
not
be
afraid
really
to put the
quiet.
boots in.
It would be really quiet if everyone did what I did.
Exactly. It's because everyone is doing what you're doing.
Very good,
Do you
John.
know what? When we scored against Charlton, yes, and someone said, "Oh, that's you made a little." I know I did. Yeah, got a bit carried away. Yeah.
Right. So
So
who have you got next?
Shrewsbury. Bloody Shrewsbury. Who are they?
Shrewsbury at home.
Yeah, I went to the away game at the start of the season on a Tuesday night, and we were 2-0 up, and we lost 3-2 to a 96th minute strike. So
And then the journey.
They're on
home
a
trip
they're
was
in a
length, wasn't
fantastic
it?
well, to be
run.
fair, it wasn't too bad for me because I was from Manchester, so what was that, an hour and a bit?
Okay.
But my dad, had to drive back home on a Tuesday night, back to Exeter.
Have they won 6 games on the trot?
Yep, they're the most informed side in the league, I believe.
Shrewsbury won 6 on the bounce.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If call this a positive, I would consider that gauntlet thrown down to the big bank. What a time to turn things around.
And their striker used to play for us, Ryan
Bowman.
Yeah.
I know quite a lot about lower league football.
Yeah, quite a lot, a little bit.
Give me 3 questions to end the pod. Three mastermind questions.
Right, lower league football. Okay. Ooh.
Question
Okay.
one.
That's you put me on the spot a little
Would
bit.
you ever return to live comedy?
No. Question 2.
That's a waste of a question.
No.
Yeah.
What? No. I mean, I asked that in hope.
Okay, here we go. What is Forest Green's nickname?
The Tigers?
The Tigers. Oh, I don't know either. I should have asked that one.
Okay.
Whole city of the Tigers.
Are they? Oh, well. Oh, well.
David, have you, and I think you and John would do this together, have you approached the club about being allowed on the bench for a match as we'd once?
Oh,
chatted
no,
about?
no.
I think that time's gone. I think they go, I don't think so, David.
Do
Not
you
even
see
for a
what happened at
pre-season
Crawley?
friendly?
What was that?
Pre-season friendly?
I just think they'd say, no, I don't think that works for us.
Okay.
Did you see what happened at Crawley? That one did not go down well.
What happened?
Their owner sat on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And he tried to make substitutions and was asking the fourth official, how do I make a sub and this kind of stuff. It was.
I couldn't do it in reality as well. I couldn't do it. It would just be horrible.
Yeah, you've got to think it's a good idea, haven't you?
Oh, it's just be like, who's that prat on the bench? Just sit where you normally sit.
The feature Ollie Holt did with Neil Warnock was exceptional.
Right.
Just for everybody wondering, Forest Green's nickname is the Green Rovers.
That is That's the worst nickname ever.
That is the worst nickname ever.
Right, guys,
That's just
we
their
got
name.
to end this. I've got a family upstairs.
Right, guys, I want you to take this positivity, harness
Yes.
it.
Can you give us a speech, James, for the Big Bang for us?
Get some music over this.
Hang on a minute, but I don't want to. I'm not against the Big Bang. I think you've been quite. I'm more with John than David on the Big Bang.
I'm not against them. I just want more noise and more drums.
Go on, James. Motivate every single Exeter City fan watching right now that's going to go on Tuesday.
No pressure.
Get them up for it.
Have I given you the speech that Ian Dowie gave the Crystal Palace players before the playoff final? Have I told you this story?
I don't know. You've mentioned Ian Dowie before, but I don't know.
So he gave this speech. I might have told you before, but maybe the other listeners haven't.
Hang on, James. At the end of this, right at the end of this, we're going to end. So if you could bring it to some kind of crescendo, and I'll do some music underneath in the edit.
So I think I've told you this story before, but maybe not the other guys.
Okay.
So Michael Hughes, veteran midfielder, arguably the player of the season that year, former Northern Ireland international teammate of Ian Dowie. So they've got that connection. So Ian Dowie gives this speech before the playoff final. All the players sat down, and he goes, "I want you today to play for the person who bought you that first pair of football boots. The person who took you down to the park after school. They'd finished work, they were tired, but they took you down every night and they kicked the ball and they made you the player you are today." He says, "Today, I'm doing this for my dad. My dad passed away, but when that referee blows for full time, I'm going to look into the stands and I will be able to see my dad. You won't be able to see him because it's not your dad. He's my dad, but I'm doing this today for my dad. And I know he's going to be watching. So today you go out there and you play for whoever it was who bought you that first pair of boots," right? Players, fired up. They win the match. The referee blows the full-time whistle. Players, staff going crazy. Michael Hughes jogs over to Ian Dowie, whispers in his ear, "Was he watching?"
Let's do it, boys.
Let's have him.
He was watching.
He was watching. Thank you for that.
He was.
No, he wasn't watching. Thank you very
I'll
much.
tell you a punchline to that story. I told that story to John Bishop.
You ruined the bloody... Go on.
No, this is good. This is good. Needs a punchline. I once told that story to John Bishop, we were doing a TV show. He was having his hair and makeup done. Wasn't really listening to the story. And at the end I said, "Was he watching?" And John went, "Had he had difficulties getting into the ground?"
Oh no, he wasn't listening.
He thought like the dad was stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
I was telling the story with like tears cascading down my cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, trouble on the M6, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Thanks, James. Thanks, John. Thanks, everyone.
I just read Channel NEM's comment. Take care, guys. Lots of love.
Bye-bye.
Thank you as always.
Bye.